It's the same Bible that makes us to understand that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. There are examples of great men in the Bible, King David, King Solomon, and so on and so forth. In Genesis chapter 9 verse 7, God was declaring his blessings upon Noah and his children. He said, be ye fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly. Bring forth fruit abundantly. He said, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed and after you. This you should know, that the blessing of God for us is sure, but only if we are part of the covenant. And as a devoted servant of God, you are bound to achieve wealth by serving him with fear and humility. Fear is one of the secret tools of having that access to divine blessings from God. When you have the fear of God in you, you begin to ride in high places. When you have the fear of God in you, you begin to do things. You begin to become a wonder to your peers, to your generation. It's a fear. The Bible makes us to understand that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Noah feared the God of creation. When he was asked to build an ark, he never doubted in his heart. He had the faith. He was able to save himself and his family. Okay, we have talked about Noah. Let's look at Isaac. Isaac, despite the wealth of his father, or if it were to be some kids today, because of the wealth of their father, they would have gone astray. They would have enjoyed the wealth, gone astray. After all, my father served God, so why would I serve God? Let me enjoy what my father has worked. No, but he followed in the footsteps of his father, and he was an envy in the land of the Philistines. He was an envy in the land of the Philistines. Because why? He was blessed in cattle and his sheep. He was blessed in cattle and his sheep. Look at what the Bible book of Romans chapter 28 verse 20 says. All things work for good for they that love God. In Ephesians chapter 3, 14 to 19, yea, Apostle Paul bow his knees to God the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, in whom the whole family in heaven and earth is named, that he would grant you according to his riches of his glory, by knowing the love of Christ, which past knowledge, that we might be filled with all the fullness of God.